Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here with the Clear Lake Fishing Report for 7/28. For all intents and purposes, pretty much the end of July. It's been an interesting week to say the least. The WON Bass Northern Pro-Am got about 160 boats. It's a great turnout. Great job by the tournament director, Billy. We got out and about today during the tournament, and I know last week during the fishing report I suggested that you might want to stay away because of all the activity and what was going on. It was very interesting today. Now, last weekend was a different story. We had a new gen on Friday, which I didn't know about. We had another new gen on Saturday, which I didn't know about as well. So it was a busy weekend last weekend. If you want to fish the upper end of the lake right now, plenty of room. We fished for we launched at 6:15, 6:20 today and fished till about 11, and we encountered a grand total of 4 boats. 1 tournament boat for sure. Don't know about the other 3. 2 of them didn't look like it. So we pretty much were able to fish anywhere we wanted, and we did catch fish. I'm not going to tell you it was red hot because it wasn't, but we caught frogfish, underspin fish, jig fish, wobblehead fish. I think that's it. 4 different types today. So last week, since the last report, a couple trips I did, decent fishing, not great by summer standards, but decent fishing. The difficult thing right now is that essentially if you're looking for any kind of numbers, it's pretty much all down south on the rock piles. That's pretty much what a steady stream of boat traffic out of Konocti Vista Casino this morning and the day before. Probably will happen again tomorrow. Headed straight by the house and headed down through the Narrows. We didn't even see anybody in the Narrows today, so that tells you something. Water temperature 81 and a half degrees. The algae wasn't that bad up here. I mean, it's a little mixed up and it's a little stained, but it wasn't like there was a big slick across the surface. There was a little bit of a breeze, which kept it pretty comfortable on the lake today. Kind of the same thing over the weekend too. So, if you can get out and fish in the morning, you're going to catch a few fish. It's going to be comfortable. The weeds and the algae really aren't that big of an issue up on this upper end. So, water clarity, I could see probably 3.5 to 4 feet in a couple places, but for the most part, there really isn't a whole lot of clarity. Now, this report doesn't take into account what's going on down below the Narrows because, honestly, I haven't fished down there. Just haven't gotten down there. There's just too much boat traffic, too many people. You find a place you want to go fish, and there's people on it. So we'll wait till next week. We're just kind of stumbling around up on the upper end, trying to figure out enough stuff, enough areas, enough baits to try to keep somebody active and catching fish. And so far, so good. So we didn't have any big fish this week. The biggest ones for us were a couple of 4-pounders. But we had some solid fish today, which was fun. Especially fun seeing some frogfish get caught again. Next, let's see. This event is over Friday. And then Saturday, I think it's a BBT that's here, which will be another 100 and some odd boats probably during the course of Saturday. So I don't know. I'm doing my best to try to keep you folks up to date on the tournament activity that's going on up here. But when I checked Fishing Games permit website, the Friday and Saturday tournament last week didn't show up. So they've made changes, and maybe the website hasn't been completely straightened out or updated, or maybe something just changed at the last minute. I don't know. But fishing, for the most part, I'm still going to rate it. I'm going to ding it a little bit and say it's on the low end of good. The fact that you can still catch 3 or 4 pound fish every once in a while is a good thing compared to a lot of bodies of water that we would be able to fish this time of year. So can't really give you a whole lot more information than that, other than what I've already done. I've talked about water temperature, clarity, water levels, pretty much the same. It's low, and it's going to be a low year. I have seen bait, and they're in big, I mean, there's some huge areas of bait up shallow, up on the upper end of the lake. And then the last time I was down below, there were some, what I would call spotty groups of bait fish that were down pretty deep. So I don't know exactly how these guys are catching fish this week, other than I know a lot of them are on structure. I'm going to say probably at least 75% of them are on structure down south. It's probably a combination of crankbaits, jigs, worms, and of course some really early topwater action. The topwater's kind of been up and down for us. One day it's decent, one day it's not. So if this report sounds like it's a little bit rambling and a little bit like maybe we're junk fishing, it's because we're junk fishing. That's the way it's been for us. I think as all the boat traffic wears out over the course of this weekend, next week we'll start to see a little bit better week of fishing, because I think we'll be able to spread out a little bit better. So that's your report for this week. Stay healthy, stay safe. If you get a chance to get up here, come on up and catch fish. We're still booking trips, although we don't really have very many open dates until next month. But we'll be here. If you want us, give us a call. 707-349-1427. Send us a text message. We'll get back to you. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks.